Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Min Gaming TV. My name is Wolf, and it seems we have Warhound v Warhound right now. This is after the April Fool's patch. I am casting some Starcraft 2. They're punching the minerals. This is actually quite hilarious. I'm going to be casting you guys some more Carnage games. Let's introduce our two players spawning in the top left-hand side. We have the blue Protoss. He is using Warhounds because Warhound's OP. We have ourselves Lennon spawning in the bottom right-hand side. He is a barcode, but is in fact the only Protoss in Carnage. If you don't know him by now, well, you should. His name is Drolla. Oh yeah, this is obviously after the April Fool's patch. It's the first time I've actually seen the Warhound in working and whatnot, doing its thing. This will actually be quite amusing. I want to actually see a worker rush from one of these players, so it's worker v worker. That would actually be quite hilarious. Now, if you actually can hear rain or some sort of fan-like noise or something in the background, that's because it is raining quite heavily right now. And yes, it is quite annoying. Both of these players seem to be going for identical builds, which seems to be the way of PvP nowadays, is just to go identical builds, because identical builds means whoever's better at doing that build wins, and it is actually a thing. Warhound's going out across the map because Warhound's OP, going to be able to kill absolutely everything. Warhound v Warhound, no, they pass right through each other. Now this game is also played on wow, what was it called? Belshire Village? Yeah, that's it. I may have called it something else last game or whatever. Both players going for a very similar build here. Lennon going for something slightly different. Drolla getting up his famous two gas, getting the 4 probes in each one. It's not his specifically, but he likes to do it. This Warhound does like to shock things, so he's going to be slowly killing this pylon, 5 damage at a time. So this is where the builds differentiate here, because Lennon is doing something slightly different, getting the delayed gas, which seems to be more standard. Second gateway going down. Lennon has scattered absolutely everything in his opponent's base. Stalker is the weapon of choice for Drolla. Drolla actually could be going for a 4-gate. He's not getting any more probes. This is actually scary. He's not getting any more probes. Is he going for a 4-gate? Because he's got the money number of 22. He's going for a 4-gate, isn't he? I'm guessing Drolla's going to go for a 4-gate, but we'll see exactly what he wants to do here. If he gets different gates or anything. From the looks of it, Lennon is just going to be going pretty standard, getting out that second gateway, because you see his opponent has a second gateway. See what actually happens from here. It's just going to be going 2 gates for each of these players right now. Drolla looking to be a little bit more aggressive, chrono boosting into these gateways, getting some more stalkers and getting them pretty quickly actually. Putting him out the front to be able to stop any sort of scouting whatsoever. The sentry here will actually show that he wants to be a little bit more defensive here, and will be able to force field the ramp. Now it seems Drolla's looking to be a little bit more aggressive here. Stargate play coming out of Lennon. Stargates are actually very popular in all matchups now, after getting the complete buff or whatever in HotS, especially with getting the oracles. Oracles are really good units. And then you can also, there's also the whole thing about Stargate play for actually both of these players. Also, Void Rays are really good with the Prismatic Alignment. The Prismatic Alignment is really good for being able to kill off Stalkers and whatnot, because they are armored. Seems that both of these players are looking to expand. Lennon being slightly faster in that fact, as well as being slightly faster in getting his Stargate. Oracle play seems to be the name of the game right now, with Oracle coming out for Lennon. Stargate is now complete for Drolla. I almost called him the barcode toss, even though he is someone else. Oracles for both players right now. Oracles seem to be, as I said, name of the game, hallucinated Phoenix going out across the map, just be able to scout out whatever you can. Warhound's being made in abundance for both players here. Warhound's going to be the deciding factor in this game. Void Ray is being chrono boosted out, so that will mean that there'll be a lot more. We'll have the Void Ray, which will mean he can do a lot more damage to these larger stalker numbers of Drolla. Drolla actually doesn't have that many stalkers right now. Either of these players forgated. I think they could have done something. Oracle trying to get into the main here, will not be able to do anything but kill off one probe right now. Phoenix does actually come in here and will be able to repel off this Oracle. Drolla's Oracle is actually going into the main of Lennon right now, but does Lennon have anything to stop it? Not right now. Actually, he has nothing sitting over here. Drolla's Oracle will actually be able to do some damage, while his Phoenix did kill off his opponent's Oracle. Now it's going to come in here into the natural. He's going to kill off 1, 2, 3, 4, and kills off 4 probes before taking some damage. Phoenix is actually finished. It needs to actually move it so that it can actually do the damage it needs to do, but it's only following the Void Ray right now. It needs to be very careful. Phoenix is going to be coming in here to try and support in its Oracle, but it's being chased, and the Phoenix doesn't really know what it's doing, so it goes back to base. And Drolla doesn't have to intercept with his 2 Phoenix. Didn't know that the Phoenix was chasing him. 3 Phoenixes are now out for Drolla. Drolla looking on to build on a bit of economical pressure with these things, as well as keeping the sky clear of whatever he wants it to be clear of. Phoenix will be scanning around to see whatever it can. It will find the Oracle. If it needs to react, Drolla is going to lose his Oracle, and it's going to be a little bit of sad face from him. So now both of these Oracles are even. Both of them are dead, although Drolla did have the Oracle lead. He's going to come in here into the natural, lift up some Warhounds here and kill them off. There's 3 Phoenix here of Lennon do get the jump on Drolla's Phoenixes, but he is able to get some economical damage done in the process. Both of these players are just building up a lot of probes right now. Second Stargate is going down for Drolla. Drolla looking to take it into a little bit further of the late game, getting out more of that Sky Toss. Sky Toss is the name of the game, as I said before. Getting the Forge for upgrades. Upgrades are really strong right now. He's getting a lot of Phoenix. The Phoenix is actually fighting in the middle here. There's a hallucinated Phoenix. It's not actually taking any damage, and now it is. He gets focused right down and sees that it is hallucinated Phoenix. But Drolla does have the Phoenix superior numbers and will be able to kill off a lot more Phoenixes right there and then. So it seems that Lennon actually only has 2 hallucinated Phoenix to hopefully let Drolla focus fire down on them. But he doesn't have the Phoenix numbers and needs to be very careful. 2 Phoenix coming out at a time right now for Drolla. Drolla going Phoenix versus Phoenix right now. Seems to be a little bit similar to the whole fact that ZVZ now is Muta versus Muta, and that's it. If you have the smaller Muta number, it's GG. So seeing as something a little bit similar here. Air upgrades actually coming out from very similar times for both of these players. Both of them doing very similar things. There's actually a lot of Phoenixes right now out for Drolla. If you have a look at the units tab, he has 9 of them versus the 6 of his opponent. If we have a look at the income, Lennon does have the economical lead right now. He's actually getting his 3rd base while we talk. His 3rd base is going to be very handy for him. He'll be able to get that economical lead and be able to power out way more units. Except right now he doesn't really have the production that Drolla has. Drolla is probably looking to be putting on a 2-base pressure. It's just getting more and more Phoenix. That's a lot of Phoenix. He'll be able to kill off anything that comes at him, and with relative ease. Going to be killing off some probes. Cannons will finish here. He needs to be very careful not to lose any of his Phoenix. The Phoenixes of Lennon are in chase. Now this is actually quite interesting, the micro battles that can happen with Phoenixes. Phoenixes can attack while moving. Drolla, after scouting that 3rd base, he does put down his 3rd right at the same time. Something is happening over here. Apparently something's being attacked, but I don't know really. Have a look at the units tab, 15 to 12. He is constantly 3 ahead in Phoenixes. and is just going to be able to power out them so much easier. The second Stargate is actually completed, I do believe, for Lennon, so Lennon is able to keep up in that Phoenix production now. +1 does finish for Lennon, but not too long after. Drolla will finish his. Drolla looking to put on a bit of economical damage. He'll go into the main. He does scout out this hallucinated Phoenix and will kill it off. So Lennon does know the positioning of Drolla's Phoenixes. Needs to be very careful because he may think he's going into the main. Hallucinated Phoenix will scout out everything that Lennon is doing. Drolla's Phoenix is going to be coming in here too, the natural, but he does know that these cannons are here. Needs to be very careful. Actually, Lennon could do some economical damage right now, but no, he's just going to try and cut off Drolla here, and maybe he's going to be doing that economical damage as we speak. That's exactly what he's doing with these Phoenixes, killing off these probes here around the map. Actually, sorry, I mean Warhounds. I keep on forgetting that. Will lift it up and kill it. Give it a miserable death. Now, Drolla looking to engage here. That's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to focus fire down the Phoenix. He's going to be doing so much damage. Phoenix is going down everywhere, but a little bit of micro from Drolla is all that it takes. He is able to kill all these Phoenixes so much more efficiently. And now my mouse, what is it doing? Drolla going to be coming in here and clearing out the Phoenix army of his opponent. Going to be coming in here and will have the superior numbers again. Now the Anion Graviton Pulse, Pulse Crystals, my bad, will actually give him the upgrade advantage for these Phoenix, and he'll be able to micro so much better in this Phoenix battle. An additional Stargate is coming out for Lennon. Now Drolla getting that +2 armor for his Phoenixes. He needs to be very careful though, because that Anion Pulse Crystals will actually do so much damage, and he'll just get microed against all day. And there will be nothing that that Drolla can actually do about it, because Lennon will just have that range upgrade. Shields also coming in for these all the units that Drolla has right now. Drolla just going for that mass Phoenix style. Apparently that seems to be the name of the game. The 4th base has actually been taken, or has been put down for Lennon. Lennon looking to keep up that economical lead that he does have. Drolla is actually behind in unit workers right now. He is on 62, but that is a relatively solid number. Just needs to be very careful because his opponent is keeping up in that, is beating him in that base upgrade, in that base race, and he does have more bases, so that means he'll be able to produce more units at once, especially with that extra Stargate. Now he'll be able to produce way more Phoenixes than his opponent, and Drolla has to be very careful of that. Now getting the Anion Crystals himself, he does have the upgrade lead right now with 1-1, while his opponent only has the 1-0 right now, and the shield upgrades will almost be finished as well. Hallucinated things will come in here, take no damage. Zealot versus Zealot. Zealot wins because he has Phoenix support. These units are going to be going out across the map doing all the damage everywhere. Phoenix is going to be going out to scout out absolutely everything. Little does Drolla actually know that his opponent is taking a 4th right now. Just clearing out any sort of scouting zealots from Lennon. Drolla looking to keep up that lead, but if he's going to engage, he needs to be very careful. He's got quite a few units here. There's one Void Ray who will be able to pick them up and do a lot of damage. The Phoenixes are going to come in from behind. They will have the Anion Pulse Crystals, but no, they'll actually finish at the same time, and Drolla will actually have the Anion Pulse Crystals, so he'll be able to do whatever damage he needs to do. The dancing around here from both of these, all the Phoenixes. The Phoenix is going to be going over the top of those photon cannons, and then Drolla will retreat. Lennon probably going to be taking the upper hand in that engagement. +2 is also on the way for Drolla. Drolla looking to keep up that upgrade lead. He now is getting +2 shields as well. He has a superior upgrade lead right now. All he needs to do is get that extra. Actually, no, he does have the extra Stargate, and he'll start producing Void Rays. It's going to be pure Skytoss versus pure Skytoss, it seems, in this engagement. Drolla actually now does see the 4th base is there. He needs to be very careful about it. He now does take his 4th base as well behind it after he sees that, trying to keep up in that base race. This is actually quite exciting. Let's see what happens here. A bit of engagement going to be coming in here. Zealot's going to be warped in. The Phoenixes are going to be standing over there. Drolla will actually get the first shots, and he'll be first firing down a lot of these Phoenixes. There is a Stalker here to be able to help him out, and Drolla actually going to be losing a lot of his Phoenixes, surprisingly. I did not actually expect that, probably because it was being fought over the Guardian Shield. Now, so I wonder what is actually going to happen from here. Main base is all but mined out here for Lennon. He needs to be very careful here. Charge is on the way for Drolla. Drolla looking to be able to put on a bit of pressure in a moment. Actually, Lennon just looking to take the map and just build up his base and do whatever he wants, because he's just sitting back, really, and Drolla is just going to be getting down additional gateways. He's going to be looking to put on a fair bit of pressure at the moment. Lennon does have the supply lead, but that's just in Zealots, really, and Zealots are useless in this engagement right now. And now +3 air weapons is on the way for Drolla. Drolla will have that damage and shield upgrade advantage. He's going to be able to do so much more damage. He does actually have 7 gateways on the way right now. He's going to be looking to put on a massive amount of pressure right now. Going to be looking to give Lennon what he deserves, apparently, because he is apparently Russian now, because he is Lennon is a Russian guy. If you didn't know that, you don't need a history major to know that. But yes. Charge. Almost completed. Now just getting +2 armor. Lennon opting to get the +2 armor. Actually, Drolla's just that much further ahead on upgrades. Every time I've looked down here, he's had that been chrono boosting. He's been chrono boosting out his gateways as well. He's doing a really good job at this chrono boost. 5th base actually being taken now by Lennon. Lennon looking to keep that economical lead. A bunch of Zealots going to be moving out across the map right now. He's going to be using them to get rid of them, really. I'm actually surprised none of these guys have started to make Tempest. He does actually see this is all here, so he's going to be sending in the Phoenix. The Phoenix is going to be able to kill off actually quite a few of these Zealots. He needs to be very careful. He's going to lose off actually quite a few of them. The Phoenixes for Lennon, if they do come in here, they'll only die a miserable death. If we look at the units tab, it is 29 to 31. Lennon does have the lead right now, but Drolla does have the upgrade advantage. He's going to be going to go and do a bit of a run by into the 3rd here. There's going to be a bit of engagement here, and the Phoenix is just going to be lifting up Zealots left, right, and center and killing them. So it seems that Lennon's just throwing away some supply to be able to do what he wants to do, getting a Dark Shrine to be able to do a bunch of damage, but cannons will negate that. 5th base being taken by Drolla. Both of these players looking to just take the map and defend it. Lennon's actually in quite a bit of a supply deficit. He needs to be very careful. He does have a bunch of Stargates, but I don't think it'll be enough in this situation. Drolla has so many Phoenixes, he'll be able to do so much damage with this +3 upgrade. Doing, I think it's 26 damage each shot, because there's 2 shots. A bunch of cannons will be here though. Cannons will actually kill quite a few of these Zealots, but cannons will go down. Now Drolla's sitting here ready and waiting for Lennon to come in here. There's just going to be a bit of an A move battle here. And now Lennon's just deciding to actually now start to micro. The Voiders is going to be coming in here to be able to support Lennon. Lennon will actually win the Sky battle. He does have the superior numbers right now, and Drolla will lose a lot of his units, but a lot of probes have died now for Lennon, but there just isn't enough on the ground to be able to deal with all these Phoenixes, and they're actually on level supply, but one of the major mining bases for Lennon does go down. And remember, Drolla does have so many gateways right now. He could just go into Zealot, he could just go into like Archon's Void or something, and just do so much damage. Phoenix is going to be coming in here doing a bit of economical damage. He's in a supply deficit of about 30 right now. He needs to be very careful of what he does. He needs to keep up these cannons around the map, just so that he can stay alive for now. +3 armor is on the way, as well as the +3 armor for Drolla. Drolla does have that shield upgrade though, which will help him out. +1 shields is complete for Lennon. Cannons are here, will repel off these Phoenixes. pesky Phoenixes are pesky. He will be going around towards the back there, and there will be nothing there actually to defend it. Phoenix is in Storm right now, and will seem to be what he's going to use to defend. No, actually, he's just going to be feedbacking him, and apparently feedbacking didn't actually do a whole lot because he didn't want to storm his units. He's losing quite a few probes right now, and he needs to be very careful. He can't really engage right now because Lennon does have the superior numbers, but Archons are being morphed in somewhere around the map. Archons are going to be very handy in any engagement right now. Archon Phoenix I can see working really well. He just needs to get those upgrades. He's only got the +3 shields right now. I think a complete tech switch to the to ground would be very handy. Probes can be lifted up here. Some more probes will end up dying to this harassment from Lennon. Lennon actually is able just to take the map and keep it right now. He's got his 5th base being mined right now, and his 4th is getting some more units back as well. I'm actually surprised no DTs have actually been made yet for Lennon, but then again, he did see cannons everywhere, so DTs would be negated by that. So many Phoenixes here for Lennon. Now he's just opting to go into Void Rays. More Archons being morphed here. Zealot, Archon, Phoenix seems to be the composition that Drolla is looking for. This is actually a very long-winded game. I didn't actually expect it to take so long. Wow. And apparently Protoss vs Protoss, this is actually a very viable style to go. I didn't actually know that. But more probes are actually going to end up dying here. There's actually a lot more, at least 9 I count. And there's the engagements that's going to keep on happening. But as time goes, freaking, what's his name, Lennon is going to be able to catch up in the upgrades. He is above right now in the shields. More probes are actually just going to go down. He could have actually sniped some of these High Templar, and that would have been a big pain for him. One more hit and that Void Ray would have been dead. It's actually quite crazy. Just get these Archons over here, and with these Archons here, he will be able to do a bunch of damage. +2 shields is on the way. Phoenix is going to be doing whatever they can. Phoenix is all clumped up with these Archons, got a good volley off on them. That would be so much damage. Just be very careful with these engagements. He needs the Archons to be able to do the splash damage he wants them to. But if he doesn't be careful, he'll lose so many of his Phoenixes to a bad engagement. Phoenix is just going to be dancing in this void for a little bit, deciding to go opt out and go to harass this base over to the right side. That's exactly what he's doing. He's got it set up there. There's no cannons actually set up here at all. I'm actually quite surprised from this from Drolla. Then again, he does actually have the supply lead once again. So Templar Archives is on the way. Cannon will be able to kill off probably one Phoenix. Needs to be very careful though. And more probes will end up going down here. Drolla going to be shifting his army over here to the right. Actually, I think it was only 1 or 2 Phoenixes that ended up dying. And then just going for this high Phoenix count. This high Phoenix count is actually quite a powerful mix, I must say. 2 additional Stargates are coming down here for Lennon, and Lennon is actually just going to come over here and harass this side again. He needs to be very careful. Drolla just needs to go for some sort of engagement right now, because seriously, the longer he waits, the less and less advantage that he has in upgrades. Storm is actually being researched right now for Lennon. He needs to be very careful. That's actually a lot of Phoenixes. If we have a look at the count, there's the Void Rays coming over here doing a lot of damage, but now the Archons are coming in here and doing a lot of damage to what Lennon has, and so many feedbacks go down. There's a lot of Phoenixes there for Lennon. Lennon will be able to do a lot of damage and kill off a lot of Drolla's Phoenixes, and Drolla's Phoenixes are just dying so quickly, but so are Lennon's. And there's just all pumped up. The Archons got a good splash damage on them. They would die, but all of the Phoenixes for Lennon, for Drolla are actually going down as well. The Archons need to be able to engage the Phoenixes, and now Drolla loses all of his Phoenixes, but the Archons will do some more damage. He will kill off this mining base for Lennon and do a lot more economical damage. There isn't really a whole lot that he can do unless he lifts up all the Archons at once, which I guess is the only thing that he can do. The Archons are going to be such a pain right now for Lennon. Drolla will actually lose quite a bit here, but he does kill off this entire mining base. More Zealots going to be reinforcing She's surprised there isn't more. There isn't actually more proxy pylons out on the map, because Phoenixes can't really kill them. Lennon looking to put on some more pressure down here into the right hand side. There's actually a lot of Archons here, so he'll be able to pull them back quite quickly. Be able to help defend that. More gas mining probes will end up dying. Won't lose a single thing right there. 4 Archons here. Zealot Archon seems to be what Drolla is looking to go for right now. He's just going to tech switch into that. He does have the 3 shields, but he doesn't really have the damage output. He needs the ground upgrades. He's going to be looking to push in here. Lennon, all he has are these Phoenixes and a few Archons. Isn't going to be enough. The Zealot's going to be coming in here doing so much damage. The Archons, there's actually a lot of them right now. The Archons going to be doing a lot of splash damage. He's just going to be backing out here though because of the DTs. He has no detection. He needs to be very careful of that. He doesn't actually. No one has a robotics facility, so he needs to be careful. I don't actually think he saw anything there or saw the damage being done by the DTs. So he needs to be very careful. But he is getting the robotics facility. He may have seen something happen there. Right side base. All that he needs right now is apparently the gas. More this harassment from Lennon is relentless, and is going to be killing off so many more Warhounds right now. The Archon's going to be able to do so much damage. None of the Phoenixes end up dying. Lennon looking to take back that 5th base again. Drolla doesn't have any cannons up on the right hand side. These Phoenixes, they're just going to be going from side to side, day in and day out, and killing off more and more gas probes, which will cause Drolla to make more. It's more detrimental to Drolla, I feel, than Lennon. These Phoenixes are a lost cause. +1 right now coming out for Drolla. Drolla's needing that for his ground army. He's just going Zealot Archon now, getting out some observers as well. The observers will be able to scout out the DTs that are amidst in Lennon's army. Drolla going to be warping in some more units, going to be putting on a bit more pressure, it seems. Phoenix is actually not able to do a whole lot. They're just going back and forward between the 2 bases and sniping off what they can. And Drolla's army is out of place, and he will kill off actually all of these probes. And Drolla just looking to end it right here, right now. He's just going to go back, and all these probes are going to die. But no, Lennon deciding to fall back because he needs that. And then for his army, the Zealot Archon forces for Drolla. It does have the upgrade advantage right now. He is +3 shields and +1 damage, so he'll be able to out damage the army of Lennon. He's going to be coming in here and taking down the gateways of Lennon, pushing into the natural. There are a few Archons and a few Zealots over here and a bunch of Phoenixes, but that won't be a lot handy with all of these, all of the Archons over here. He needs to lift up the Archons, but he can't really do that without getting over the Archons. The Archons will be able to do so much splash damage. He needs to be very careful with these Phoenixes getting really clumped up here. The Archons come in here doing so much damage. All the Zealots are actually dead right now for Drolla, but Drolla has so many units. These Archons are going to be able to do so much damage. The Archons will fight off the other enemy Archons, and Drolla's Archons will come out ahead because of that shield upgrade as well as that damage upgrade. More observers being made here. We're coming in here into the natural. It seems that Lennon's just going to go for a counter attack and kill off more probes, but he'll find there is nothing actually there. Drolla going to be coming into here into the main of Lennon. He needs to be very careful with this whole A move thing and actually be able to let his people behind actually attack. Doing some damage here. No probes over here. Lennon is in a bit of disgust. Additional units and cannons being made here at this base over here, so he's looking to make a last stand, it seems, over here. All of the Archons doing so much damage. He doesn't actually have a scout right now, so he needs to be very careful about losing these Archons. These Archons could actually be very dead very soon. He needs to get a observer up as soon as possible. They're just not going to be able to get there in time, I don't think. The Archons will be taking some damage, and there is an observer with the army now, and all of the DTs do end up dying. He's going to be going into the main now because he can do it safely. He's going to be doing whatever damage they can. These Phoenixes are going to be killing off more and more probes whenever they can. The Archons of Drolla is going to be coming in here into the main, spreading out across the southern side of the base, and be killing off a whole lot of these buildings. This is a bit of a GG moment, unless there is somehow a base trade can happen, but I don't really think so. Lennon is actually in a bit of a struggle here.
didn't actually anticipate the tech switch here from Drolla. Drolla was able to keep that upgrade advantage and just go into Zealot Archon, which would counteract what his opponent was doing. Does have the supply lead right now. Lennon's looking to put on a bit more pressure. More probes being produced here from Drolla. Drolla focus firing down all of the pylons so that none of these buildings can produce. He's splitting up his forces to be able to kill off things more efficiently. Those things are essentially useless now. 5th base is quite saturated on probes right now, killing off more and more buildings of Lennon's. Lennon seems he's in a bit of a pickle. Needs to get more cannons down over here, but it's going to be too little too late to lose all 24 of these probes. And all he'll have left is the mining base to the right. Drolla, to be fair, doesn't really have an economy. He has 6 probes, but he does have the army to be able to deal with it, and Lennon doesn't actually have the army to be able to do the damage he needs to do. All that is left now is the base in the bottom right hand side, a bunch of cannons, some void rays, and Lennon just trying to do whatever he can, but I don't think he can do anything. 3 of his nexuses have been killed. This is his last mining base. He doesn't have that many minerals on it. There's a lot of cannons here, but the Archons will be able to tank up enough damage to be able to take them down. He will have he will have enough numbers to be able to do so, but he will lose a lot of his Archons in the process, that is for sure. The 4 Void Rays will be doing so much damage to the Archons. The Archons need to be very careful and just kill off whatever these cannons he can. He's taking so much damage in the process. He should have just gone away. He has actually lost a lot of his army. He's in a supply deficit right now. He doesn't have the economy to be able to do anything. He needs to be very careful of these cannons. These cannons can be able to do so much damage. This is all that Lennon has. This is all that Drolla has. Drolla needs to be so careful. He's just wasting away his Archons. His Archons right now, the Void Rays will be able to beat them. What is he doing? He will be able to kill off one of the he did kill off the pylon, but it seems a bit of BM there. Wow, Drolla getting a bit angry there. And the Void Rays were enough. GG is cold. Did not anticipate that. Drolla actually just throwing away all of his Archons. Should have just defended and built up his an army to be able to defeat them, but it seems that Cannon Void Ray is apparently the way to go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is our first Carnage loss on the channel. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.